Hey, what's up, guys? This is Steve Ancheta at Zig.ai, founder and CEO. Today I'm here with Tony White, one of our founding sales directors. So, Tony, what's going on, man?
How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. So, I guess we'll just kick it off, right? How long have you been in sales? Why don't you tell the audience that?
I'm the old guy on the team. I've been selling longer than you guys have been born, about what, 34 years.
34 years. 34 years. Would you say, well, let's start there. Would you say sales has changed a lot in 34 years?
Oh my God, all the technology and everything, absolutely.
You can go back halfway through your career, beginning of your career to now. Like, what are the biggest changes you've seen?
Technology by far. When I came out, we didn't have the SaaS and all that. We had day timers, a calendar, not even a cell phone. We had pagers and payphones.
Okay, so hold on. So you had pagers and payphones. So if a customer, let's say you gave them your pager number, they hit you up, you're literally running to a payphone, throwing a fucking quarter into the machine and calling a customer.
Especially if it's your big customer. 100%.
No shit.
100%.
Okay. Oh, that's wild. And then what about kind of halfway through your career? When did you notice the change? Like what was your first, let's say, job where you're like, damn, there's a bunch of new stuff coming out that's making my job way different than what it used to be.
So sorry, I'm dating myself again, but the internet, it changed the way people bought and it changed the way people sold.
What'd you see from buyers like in that flip, right? That difference?
Yeah. So again, I'm dating myself, but our company had, well, a couple of my companies, big catalogs of books. We didn't have like an online menu of products, right? So customers would go online and research what they wanted first, kind of knew what they wanted before we even walked in the door. So it either made your job simpler or more difficult because now they know what your competitors are doing at the same time.
Would you say like, that's a perfect kind of segue into this. Like, would you say with AI that's even becoming more so? Like, I feel like buyers they know almost before they even have a conversation with us if we even fit what they want. And they almost have it made up in their head. And it's kind of up to us to guide the conversation, but they've already made the decision. I want to work with these guys. I don't want to work with these guys.
No, it's a fact. So I would say statistically, they probably know 80% of what they want. They just don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
And they might not know some of the pitfalls that they will go through. That's sort of where sales has its moat, right? You have to be able to tell the customer, you kind of know what you want, but let me tell you what you're going to go through.
Yeah.
And that's how you differentiate yourself.
So I used to study this thing at a company that I was at called SOC, Science of Consultative Selling. And the thing with that is it's all about being consultative and kind of working from middle out, right? Working from the inside out on a problem. I think that's like the most important because let's say since the birth of SaaS, what you've seen mostly is people just like selling features.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a feature now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can spin up a feature. We spin up features in days, not weeks.
Facts.
And so like that shit's just easy now. And so what you have to fall back on is the consultative, how am I solving this problem? And is that important?
Yeah, and the true sales rep, a really good sales rep takes what the customer thinks they know and they tailor it to that customer, the conversation.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I agree.
So because again, everything's commodity, you can't sell the features, you got to sell the value.
I like always asking this question on these, like, do you have a sales horror story for me?
Yeah, first job out of college, right? Biggest customer I had to prove myself. I walked in on day one and out of the gate, they gave me a PO to test me.
You go there, PO just straight. She's like,
here it is. You're the new guy. Here's what I need.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. Went home, forgot about it. Walked in 2 weeks later. She goes, come on in.
Wait, hold on. You probably went home happy as hell too. Happy as hell. Nobody gets a PO on their first visit.
No.
Yeah.
It was great, right? It wasn't the biggest PO, but it was a PO, right? Like,
it was a test.
Hey, boss, I got a PO.
Yeah.
But forgot about it. Walked in 2 weeks later, and she pulls me in her office, starts cussing me up and down. Where's my order? Head between my legs. I had nothing to say.
You smooth it over?
I did smooth it over. I thought it was a big fail, but I was able to kind of take it as a learning lesson.
Yeah.
Smoothed it over. Wound up being successful in the account, later on.
Yeah, I had one of those early on in my career too, not to go into too much detail on it, but I essentially, like, at the company that I was at, there was a product and in theory it should have worked. And I sold it to a customer. It was my first sale.
Mm-hmm.
And shit didn't work like the way it was supposed to. Like, it just did not work.
Right.
And obviously, who do they look at? Who do they blame and who do they look at? It's you, right? Like, you're the relationship guy.
Of course.
And so yeah, I felt legitimately bad because I was bought in on that it was going to work, which in turn I bought her in that it was going to work. So now I don't know if you've done this, but like I really like to understand what I'm selling down to a deep level, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because then at least I can openly communicate that with the customer.
It makes you a better rep.
Yeah.
I had another job in medical device where we relied on data, scientific data, to sell our products. If you don't know data, you're almost drinking the Kool-Aid, just repeating what you heard in your sales training, right?
Yep.
But if you don't understand the data, don't know the data, don't know how to compare to other people's data,
Yeah.
who are you to that customer? So I hear you.
What do you on that subject? There's really good reps, right? I'm sure you've met a lot of them. I have too. There's really bad reps, right? Like, what's the common denominator? Like, what's the key differentiator between like you look at somebody and you're like, yeah, you're a really good rep, you're a really bad rep? Because it's not always numbers, right? I've known really good reps that their numbers are always inconsistent, or they're kind of, but they are good reps. I've also known really bad reps who make their numbers all the time, right? But being a good rep and bad rep isn't always about the numbers. There's a lot of intangibles to it. Like, what would you say the key, from your viewpoint, like the key differentiator is between those two?
Intangibles. That's okay. So grit, persistence.
Yeah.
Again, going the extra mile in knowing your product, your company, your resources within the company, et cetera. By far,
Stuff you can't see.
the people that are bad but still hit target they're not lucky.
Yeah.
They had a good month,
Yeah.
right? Maybe a good quarter, but then
Stuff you,
it's a wrap.
the stuff you can't teach.
Yeah,
You were a sales manager previously. What was the one thing, like, you're interviewing a rep, and what was like the one thing, if they had that, you're like, yeah, this is somebody I want working for me?
a process,
Okay.
an absolute process, and not a difficult one, like the simple process of sales.
Well, because sales is chaotic. The whole thing is chaos.
It can
right?
be. It can be.
Yeah, the whole thing is chaos.
Yeah.
So it's about controlling the chaos is what it
Of
comes
course.
down to.
And that's a sales rep's role.
What do you think, if you could drop one piece of knowledge on the next generation of sales reps? I'm a brand new sales rep looking to get into sales, or I just got into sales. Like, what is the one, nugget that you could drop for them that you feel like they can take through their whole career?
Keep it simple. And stay in your lane. Don't try to do what you can't do and overpromise things. You know that whole rule. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Just stay in your lane. Keep it simple, and be honest. Have integrity.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. I think that's good because you carry that into your career, and that just kind of becomes everything you do becomes a replica of that, right? Whether it's the micro or the macro.
Absolutely.
And it makes you successful.
Absolutely.
No, dude, I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much, man. Thanks for stopping by with us, and look forward to the next one.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.